right, so here he is out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight. Daniel Cormier has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title fight?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part in getting this man to the spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
Well, self-belief is a powerful thing. He has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense beckons for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. All right, with that, the wait ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are raring to go from a sold-out Etihad Arena here in Abu Dhabi, UAE. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Nassourdine Imavov.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, so here is Francis Nassourdine Imavov, trains under the great Fernand Lopez there at the factory in Paris, France, and he's already got some pretty big scalps on his resume, trying to reel in another big one here tonight. And while he does have a lot of confidence in his striking, he believes his grappling is going to be key in winning this matchup here tonight. Both fighters throwing heat now. Now he's got the single collar in the clinch. Whiffs on the right hand. All right, early action here, and a nice hook by the boxer gets home on the kickboxer. This is exactly the range in which he wants to be fighting.
Yeah, because it limits the kickboxer, and the kickboxer has a very high guard. So if you're tight and you just pivot with the hook, it lands around that guard, and he does a lot of damage with it.
Nice punch by the Korean Superboy.
I mean, right away, no feeling out process. These boys just went started fighting.
Huge block there.
Good jab there by the champion.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. All right, now a little separation between the two fighters. Ooh, looking to go to the leg kick here, just out of range. Nice jab by Imavov.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws this punch.
Beautiful straight punch there by Nassourdine Imavov.
I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Choi gets hit with a kick. He's trying to double up on that jab. Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked. A little struggle here now for position in the clinch, and we see a lot of these situations in mixed martial arts where both fighters sort of end up getting comfortable here when there isn't a whole lot going on.
And the moment somebody gets comfortable, the moment that somebody decides to relax, the moment you'll see a takedown or somebody really speed out ahead of their opponent. You gotta be aware when you're chest to chest in this 50-50 position.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to... Oh, he landed a flying knee to the head. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Hook to the head there by Choi.
If this guy doesn't move his head, his night is coming in.
Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right.
Nice punch to the head.
Hands on your face. Oh, right hook attempt. No good. And he comes through with a big knee. Under a minute now to go. Just out of range with that strike.
Oh, big elbow.
Decent right hook attempt, but it's no good. Just misses with the jab there. Under 30 seconds. Tries the flying knee to no avail.
You hit him first.
Oh, nice jab there by the Korean Super Bowl. 10 seconds now in round one.
He's got the single collar tie.
Points out for the end of round one.
All right, sit down. Catch your breath. Slow it down, get some water. Listen, everything you're putting out there is working. I want you to stay.
All right, so the kicks to the body, certainly the big storyline in that previous round. DC, take us through the replay.
He did a fantastic job of finding his spots. He was sneaking that kick right up under the elbow and landing those nasty body kicks. He did a great job of recognizing a weakness in his opponent's game and really taking advantage of it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. All right, so the next round is underway. Will it be more of the same? And by that, I mean all of those strikes to the body. You got to think at some point the opposition is going to lower that guard or get finished.
And that's exactly what he is hoping for. All those great body shots, all that damage he's putting on his opponent will force an opening up top where he will look to finish.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Oh, strike lands cleanly there, champ. Pretty pinpoint left hand right there.
Great block there.
Keep your hands up, boy.
Whiffs on that off-road.
He gets to the single collar side. Look for him to drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand.
Imavov's got a big bruise starting to form on the right side of his body. Choi gets absolutely tagged by that stiff jab. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Gets to the single collar tie now.
Big knee.
Whiffs on the straight right hand. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone. This dude's in the zone.
This guy's throwing his basketball in the midst of the ocean. He can't miss with anything that he throws. Every kick lands. Every punch lands. He is just outclassed this guy on the feet. You've got to find a way to change the way that this fight is playing out, or your night's going to end very early. Get out of there. Well, he blocks a shot there. That one's good. Nice strike.
Oh, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now. But if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
Oh, doing work with the jab. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. Imavov's left leg would appear to be compromised at this point in time. You see he's limping, having a hard time putting weight on it, and it appeared as though it was that last kick that did the damage.
Oh, big elbow.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Imavov's nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent. Choi's strike attempt there is blocked.
There it is. Take a shot now. Take a shot. There it is.
Goes to the body there. Under a minute now to go in the round. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Nassourdine Imavov's blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose. Unable to connect with a right hook. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Oh, a huge block there.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Oh, nice jab by Choi.
He's got that single collar tie. Beautiful takedown lands there. In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round three of a possible 5. All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Immediately gets the underhook. Clinch work.
The fighters separate.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. Well, you can see his leg is hurt here, starting to limp a little bit. I think Magomed Ankalaev is the guy we point to for exuding all of that toughness when he absorbed those leg kicks, but don't want to take too many more of those.
But like Magomed, you want to try to get takedowns. You cannot be on your feet limping and turning away from strikes. You got to try and change something.
Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
Oh, as good a counter striker as there is in the game. Straight right is good. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
Both guys appeared to land there. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Beautifully timed and placed kick there by Nassourdine Imavov.
Oh, nice inside leg kick, yeah.
Imavov's got a pretty deep bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight. Choi gets caught with that punch.
That was a nice takedown, yes.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Imavov, making all these shots count.
Fight for that wrist control now.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Oh, he's got the arm in tight.
He's got it locked in.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon and it showed in that defense. Nice strike.
Well, he has got to be thrilled with this effort here tonight. There was a lot of pressure on him coming in. He has doled out a lot of damage, landed a lot of strikes, near flawless execution.
Sometimes the hardest thing to do is what's expected. When you're expected to win, sometimes it's hard to live up to that expectation. He lived up to that expectation, and he exceeded it with such a great performance.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Got to be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round.
Short time now in the round.
Oh, and there's a kick to the body, not having that one blocked by Imavov.
Great punch.
Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Oh, effective strike there from the clinch by Choi. And doing work with the jab. All right, leading with the right hand. You don't see that every day. It was certainly effective for him there.
If you're going to throw your power hand first, you got to be very aware not to get countered.
15 seconds remain in the round. Imavov's been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, let us re-rack some replays of the damage done in that round, see if we can isolate the strike that caused the cut.
Yeah, a nasty cut opens up when he lands there. It's a beautiful shot that gets to the target. He has not been responsible defensively, and he's really paying for it because now he's dealing with that nasty cut.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
That one certainly found the target. Nassourdine Imavov's really bleeding heavily now. You got to think they might bring in the ringside physician to take a look at that cut between rounds. Tags him with that uppercut.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched in this fight. But we didn't expect to see this type of war between these two guys.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy as he connects with another good series of punches there.
If you're boxing this guy and only boxing him, you will be in trouble.
Oh, and that punch elicited a reaction from the crowd. Oh, well-timed overhand there by Shore.
Those are big strikes. I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head? He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar.
Gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there. Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different, and he's got to be very careful because look for his opponent to go over the top now that he's set him up. Beautiful transition.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Just over 2 minutes to go. Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. Oh, that hook has been there all night. There's another one by Imavov. Back to the feet now. Choi's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Nice kick to the midsection. Another huge kick is true.
Once you take that many kicks, it doesn't matter if they're hard or not. Those are a lot of kicks.
Effective use of the jab there by Nassourdine Imavov. Moving to his left now. Back and forth we go. Choi's now dealing with a cheek cut. Under a minute now to go in this one. He engaged in the single collar tie.
Nice leg kick.
Leg kick now. He's starting to pile those up. Look at the stats. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Imavov.
Another punch to the head.
Able to land, but barely with that front kick. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not going to help matters when it comes to the swelling.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. In a few more, and he's going to find himself in a dire situation.
Stop!
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, back to the stools now, signifying the end of the round. Man, his nose is mangled. It's severely cut up right now. I think the fight could end at any moment. We'll see what the cut man can do here. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible defensively. He was trying to tough out way too many situations. You can't do that when you're fighting a guy like this. If he doesn't change something, he's going to find himself in trouble.
Ready, fight. Ready.
5th and final round. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take. Nice counter with the hook shot there by Short. Oh, there he goes, attacking that lead leg to the outside. Nasty kick there.
Nasty leg kick. You gotta slow down your opponent. He knew his opponent wanted to move a lot tonight. This is the first step in getting him to slow down and fighting your pace.
Oh, that couldn't have felt good as he lands the knee to the body. He's a tall fighter. He's going to have the size advantage against most opposition in this division. Oh, and he lands yet another flush knee. That's going to leave a mark. And again, when you're using this length as effectively as he is here tonight, we might get a finish here in the not-too-distant future.
Fast leg kick lands. Yeah, he's got to. He's got to start checking kicks. Another one.
Imavov's cut on his nose does not look good. Actually, it looks really bad. You got to think the ringside physician is going to get called in here in a moment.
Let your hands go.
Come on, let's work.
Hands go.
Just touching him with the... Oh! Huge right hand! All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
See what he can do here in the clinch. Oh, how good is that jab by Imavov? All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's going to lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops. There is no more strategy. There is no more time to try to set up a punch. You got to just start letting everything fly.
Imavov's cut has really opened up now, folks. I don't necessarily have to tell you that watching at home. Looks like you could stick a quarter in there, and I'm not sure how much longer this fight is going to continue. Oh, big elbow. Oh, that strike to the body, man. Lands a nice jab there. What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for sure.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up. But I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting. Back in the clinch. Watch the knees start to come down.
Oh, perfect execution on the low kick. Hook attempt now blocked, though, by the Korean Super Bowl. Quick jab. Oh, you gotta like the output here. So aggressive with the strikes. He continues to light him up. Gotta be careful here not to gas out, of course, but you gotta like the offense we're seeing from him, especially in this round. One minute to go in the fight.
Work, guys, come on.
Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. Oh, my God!
Back to the feet now. Oh, nice jab by Nassourdine Imavov. Well, at this point, DC, I'm not sure if he's just biding his time or just trying to get some extra reps, but go finish the guy.
It seems like the guy's playing with his food. You know, he's having a good time out there. Everything's working. He's in the zone. It feels like at any moment he can end the night of his opponent. But he seems to be having fun. And hey, to each his own, I guess. I'd be rushing out of that octagon.
Yeah, you don't play with him.
No.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy, Doo Ho Choi, with another highlight for the reel tonight. That reel's getting pretty crowded. Crazy to think this guy is just getting started, maybe a few years removed from his fighting prime. We'll see just how far he can take it, but tonight, undeniably, a huge